everyone, this is Belle and welcome back to my channel, Belle of the Ball. So I hope that everyone is, doing well and staying safe as always. So in today's video, I just wanted to jump on here really quickly and I kind of wanted to piggyback off of my first video that I made, we got this. Just basically discussing how we can cope, during this time with the, coronavirus, COVID-19. And I've just been thinking with everything going on and all the chaos that has occurred and is still happening, right? And how, people are just in such a state of worry and concern. And it's understandable, especially I think at this time people are more concerned about the economy than anything else. And I get that because, we all are going to be worried about money and things like that. And the threat of the virus is real. I would never minimize that. So everything that I'm going to say in this video is not to minimize what's going on, especially with the virus, because people are out here and have actually died and are still dying, from this virus. However, I just feel like there's something that's just worse than this virus, something that just makes it bigger than what it is and we carry with us. And it's not even just with the coronavirus. It's like we carry this energy with us everywhere we go with everything. And this just kind of exacerbates that issue, Fear is a powerful thing. Fear will hold you back. Fear will make you overthink and be so worried beyond what you even need to be, right? Because I'm like, is it the virus itself, or is it the fear behind it? It's like the virus itself is dangerous, but the fear that goes behind it makes it even more deadly, makes it even more scary than what it really is. People have died, and I don't want to, minimize that or take away from that. God rest their souls. You know what I mean? But it's just so much fear mongering. It's just so much that goes into it. And I'm speaking as someone who is normally like, I'm fearful of a lot of things. I'm fearful basically of everything the way I really was. And I've grown so much and I've opened my mind and I've just come to the understanding that fear is it's like an illusion, Not saying that, the virus doesn't exist, but the amount of worry that we have that goes into it. And this is just with everything in life. We're all, okay, fear is necessary. It's a part of life. I feel like fear is meant to be overcome. We're supposed to overcome fears. They teach us lessons. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. When you overcome a fear, you become stronger and you realize that it wasn't even really the thing. It was the fear behind it. It's the mindset. It's the way we were programmed in society to just be worried. It's like we're just it's like it's intentional. It's just intentional fear that's just ingrained in us, that's just been taught to us, and we're all victims of it, myself included. And it's like you have to find a way to get out of it. It's like the Matrix. It's like, is this really real or is it an illusion? It's crazy. Like it really is. And I think this kind of makes me realize how fear-based we are as a people and how I've been. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm fearless. I can go after. I'm still, everybody, you always have a level of fear. Fear exists. It'll always be there. You can be fearless in certain areas and have so much fear when it comes to something else. Like, for example, I'm afraid of snakes. Like, I'm petrified of snakes. Like, the thought of a snake just will get me. Do not like snakes. And I know most of us don't. Or maybe your fear is spiders, speaking in public, and those things are like typical. I'm scared of speaking in public too. But sometimes things are not so bad. Like if I saw a snake right now, I would probably freak out. I would lose it because I'm afraid of snakes. But maybe the snake is also afraid of me. Maybe the snake is trying to get away from me, and it's just like, where do I go? And I'm over here acting crazy, acting a fool, acting a mess. And the snake is probably like, not even poisonous. It's just a simple garden snake, just a little simple snake. But because we've been conditioned to believe, oh my God, snakes are so evil and scary, we just, like, I will just lose my mind and just go crazy. And it's just a snake. It's not going to do anything. But my mind and the way I was taught and the way I see snakes in movies, what people tell you, you think that they're so evil, and it's just a creature trying to get away. I'm trying to get away. He don't want to be around me. I don't want to be around him, and that fear alone will kill you. That fear alone will make you pass out and just lose it, instead of seeing it like, okay, well, I'm afraid of the snake is afraid of me, and we both trying to get away from each other. And the snake is harmless. It's not poisonous. What if I went and I picked up the snake? Okay, that's too much, but I'm just using that as an example where something is bigger because of our minds and the amount of energy that we put into it, right? Your mind is a very powerful thing. Your mind can be your greatest asset. And I've been learning that your mind can be your greatest asset. And it could also be your worst enemy. Just will torture yourself because you're worried and these thoughts are just running through your head. It's crazy. And the best way to overcome that is to connect with your intuition, connect with your spirit, your higher self, that part of you that knows no bounds, that's just expansive. Your mind is limited in what it thinks and what it sees, but your spirit sees everything. And it's crazy. Like, when you connect to your spirit, you just see things differently. The little things that used to scare you and bother you, it's like, man, I was tripping on that. I was worried about that. So fear is very powerful. And if you're like me, I overthink things. So I have to really ground myself and get back to a state of, trying to be calm, go outside in nature, get some sun, right? Just let it go, let that energy go. Because fear is powerful, it'll take you over and just have you just acting crazy, So, like I said, I'm not minimizing the virus or anything, and I'm piggybacking off of my first video, but the worst thing is fear. Fear holds you back from doing what you want to do, what you love, going places, and I'm learning to slowly overcome certain fears I have. I still have fears about certain things, but I'm slowly looking at them differently because my mindset has changed. When your mindset changes, when you integrate your mind and your spirit and you think with them intertwined, you allow your intuition to be your guide. Your mind doesn't have that much control and power. You see things in an expansive way. It's not limited, So connect with your spirit. Use this time to think about what you want, where you're going, what you want to do with your life, because we only have one life to live, and we can't waste it being fearful, because fear creates regret. You're going to regret not doing certain things because you were so worried. You might see someone going after something that you wanted, and you're like, how did they do that? Because they changed their mindset, and they don't see it how you see it, right? So guys, man, it's crazy. Stay safe as always. I'll be back with another video. So go ahead, like, share, comment, definitely subscribe to the channel. And as I go along, I'll give tips and just go over things more in depth. But ultimately, fear is powerful, and your mind feeds into fear very easily. It's intentional. The fear that's out there is put in you for a reason, to keep you limited, to keep you from your highest potential. It's deep. The rabbit hole goes so much deeper. But that's it for the video, guys. As always, stay safe, and I'll be back with another one. Bye.